So today we're going to go up and see the big guns, and they're up there. More touristy. I thought I'd do it early. I don't know what time it is. Okay, it's 7:20. Right, it's early for me in Vietnam, so I'm going to get a motorbike and go up there. Start at this end, and there's 6 of these bad boys. This is the really touristy one, so it's well kept. You're going to see people in these videos. I've tried to come here early as possible so we don't get people, but with something like this you've got no choice. And it says no fire on the tree. So that's a good hint. Well, that bird really ran out of steam there, didn't it? Okay, so this one says 24 centimeter MLE 1870 R 1873 number 27 15764 K. It is really nicely constructed. He always had a lot of manpower back then. Nowadays we're really struggling for people to join the military. This one's the same. You can see it just over there. You can just see the sea over there. And that'll have the same information. Again, every one of them's got a little store. Brush optional. I don't know whether even doing a drone flight over these is worth it. Maybe. I was kind of hoping there wouldn't be anyone else here. As I say, things that are hidden are so much more interesting. Well, for me personally, I know people do like museums, but I don't like them. And tourist attractions. But these are so big, I mean, they couldn't actually do anything with them, actually to move them, so they are still situated where they were. Let's get some pictures. I know I keep going on about them, but I'm sure these are toilets. Someone's, you know, you're firing guns. It's going to loosen the barrels. Another store. Another gun. You see, this is why discovering things that haven't been looked at for ages is so much more interesting. I know it's important, but I just don't find it as interesting. I'd rather be crashing through bushes and looking for the unexpected. I'm sure there's bound to be some really weird stuff up there somewhere. Oh, there's a little woofer. It's guarding a bonfire by the look of it. Anyway. Nice bit of sun this morning. 28 degrees it'll be today. So there's 6 guns here, 240mm each, about 15 tons, and they're arranged in the arc to protect, obviously, oncoming attack. And they were built, this area, this defensive position, just at the end of the 19th century. Right, so this is an underground torpedo store. Again, I should have brought my torch, and if anyone has a Sony phone, they'll realise how stupid the torch is on. That's my Sony phone, brilliant. Anyway, it's just a long... Oh, with a lot of mosquitoes, I can feel them biting the back of my ankle. Oh. Underground bunker, built by the Japanese, or sorry, built for the Japanese, by the locals. What was the term they used on the sign? It wasn't slave labour, it was something else, but it did sum it up. And you can see how they built it. You see these slots? Now, unless I'm going completely mad, those little slots are like the equivalent of when you have scaffolding. So you just put a new slot in, bit of timber in, and then build up from there. First time I've seen it on this kind of brickwork, so I may be wrong. It may be for venting or something, I don't know. They just didn't want it getting too hot. But on other buildings, if you do see things like that, that's what it's for. It's old scaffolding. So from the main road, Sea Road in Vung Tau, the guns are located just up there, and that way is to the ferry terminal. Get to Ho Chi Minh City and whatnot from there, and the other way is where all the main bars are and everything like that. So instead of getting a grab taxi, I decided to walk down. There's a nice little set of steps from the gun. Some reason, bottom of the steps got a locked gate, which is really handy. You'll see it on the video as I drive up, but I didn't realise it was locked. So that was a lot of fun. But there was a particular design flaw with it, so it didn't cause too much problem. And at the end of the video, okay, if I'm really generous, I'm going to include me flying my drone into a tree, because I was setting waypoints, which I can do on my particular drone, but it has obstacle avoidance, and it just wouldn't do it because of the trees. So I turned it on to sports mode, which turns off obstacle avoidance. It still wouldn't do it. I forgot I'd left it on sports mode, and then I flew it into a tree. So